Hi everyone, I'm Dhawal and the founder at Elsa. We created Elsa last year, after realizing some of the challenges that we faced with our previous startup. Prior to Elsa, I co-founded another Web3 company called Frontier Wallet. Frontier Wallet essentially simplified DeFi across 70 different chains, but still we used to receive tons of complaints with regards to the funds getting stuck and not having clarity all across. DeFi since Frontier Wallet has only gotten more complicated. There are innumerable number of DApps, several wallets, not to mention about chains as well as tokens. So if one has to get started with crypto, it's a fairly daunting journey. Essentially, when you realize that your funds are lying on one chain, you need the token on the destination chain, and so on. So the inspiration behind Elsa was that what if we can abstract away all of these complexities that one has to necessarily go through and have a very simple natural language interface that can process user intents. Thanks to OpenAI, we were able to sort of see a future where something like this can be enabled. Starting off, say in January, we now support 8 chains. Elsa is a live DApp. Currently, we are seeing 8 to 10,000 daily active users. Commonly, people use it for stake, swap, lend, borrow, bridge. We've brought up some interesting use cases that you'll quickly see with this.
Press down.
So here, Elsa is bridging 7 USDC on base to Graph token on Arbitrum. Okay, all it does is one simple click and that's how you sort of proceed with it. In this, the user is creating a Zora token and the token will be deployed using both IPFS on Zora chain. Users often ask about creating diversified portfolios. Okay, so Elsa sort of does that as well, gives you a segregated list. At every single point of time, it shows you a preview of the transaction so that the user is in control at all times. Also, this is about limit orders. A user is trying to buy, say, Aero token when it drops by 10%. So it sets a limit order on chain, something that not many have seen so far. Signed off using MetaMask. Let's say you want to rage quit from all the meme coins, swap them to stable. You can pretty much do that. Okay, converts all of your dust tokens, meme tokens back into USDC. Also allows for multiple staking options. So let's say if you want to stake USDC on Base, Graph token on Arbitrum, stake some of those tokens on Solana. Okay, it finds the most optimal yield across 300 different protocols. It gives you one simple staking and unstaking interface. Show trading pairs on Avantis. Avantis is a perp desk on Base. You can see all the trading pairs where the users trading silver, going long on silver for I think $10. You can choose the amount of leverage you want, set the stop loss levels as well. So it has inbuilt guardrails so that if you're new to DeFi and you don't end up making a mistake where you rage quit. And yeah, that's pretty much all the things that you can try on Elsa. We're now building an open agent platform that would allow any of the devs to deploy their agents onto Elsa. And Elsa sort of helps them monetize and distribute the app to our users and get started thereon. Happy to answer any questions.
Wow, ahead of schedule. Thank you so much. Applause for Dhawal, everybody. That was great. We have a question here.
Under the hood, you're implementing MCP servers, and then you're also using, you said, OpenAI, I'm guessing 4.5.
Yeah, so OpenAI is used for say intent orchestration, and it also facilitates on-chain tool calling. Under the hood, we have more than 65 different APIs that it connects to, some of them MCPs as well. Haven't had much luck with actual MCPs that work, so we're back to using CoinGecko, Chainlink, Serial, and so on.
Okay, my question regarding that, how are you handling or tackling the hallucination problem? And also, when you're using any MCPs, the security as the data leave your server, right?
So hallucination has been a recurring problem. When we started off, we were only able to fulfill 18% of intents. That's because a lot of the tokens that users are like trying to swap into, okay, may not be recognized. So what we started off by doing is building a token database, as well as like fine-tuning the model. So we launched a private beta only for like 40 users in September last year, and since then we have been fine-tuning based on the inputs, outputs, as well as the solvers that Elsa was sort of leaning towards. So we have like 16 solvers that are like competing for business under the hood. Whatever is the most efficient solver, the transaction automatically gets routed there.
How quick transactions happen after a user actually put the prompt?
So it usually takes about like 15 to 18 seconds because there are several layers that Elsa is interacting with, and there are like inherent latency within that as well. But what we've done is our token DB allows for like say the most popular 600 tokens that are like always traded. Okay, they sort of have, you know, the token database, those tokens are like cached, okay, allowing for like quicker response times.
Fantastic. Another question?
Quick question from a dev point of view and from a user just using this like naked. What's the pricing structure?
What's the price?
Yeah, like what do you charge users for using this? And what do you charge? What's a normal or typical business arrangement look like between the developer and Elsa?
So there is a fee that's between like say 2 basis points to 0.39% or 39 basis points. So depending on how much you trade, the more you trade, the less you pay in percent. And then there are like 7 different tiers. Okay, so we'll also enable like say staking for like say fee discounts, and also it allows you to farm like say several different protocols that you want to go after without actually learning those blockchain interfaces as well.
So like a percentage of the yield as well, it sounds like?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when it comes to yield, you know, it is just like the transaction fee that's initially charged,
Yeah.
but the yield is still like pretty much intact.
So it sounds like if I come into Elsa with my wallet, I can start using it right away. I don't need to pay for Elsa just like I pay OpenAI.
No, you don't. And you can also use for like researching tokens. So let's say if the intent is that create a portfolio of RWA tokens ranked by market cap US $300. It'll split $60 into each of those 5 tokens, and it'll show you a confirmation screen. Once you hit confirm, boom, you know, that's all that it does. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We have time, unfortunately. Dhawal, round of applause for you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.